Hello, welcome to our first devlog for our game, Red-Handed, an isometric murder mystery game early in development. My name is Jim, and allow me to introduce the concept of our game and what we have so far. So please keep in mind, this game is very early in development and a lot of things are going to change in the future. But I want to start this devlog series to record our findings and challenges we face throughout this development. And I personally think my team can deliver this game well. Also, I want to keep this devlog short, so I'm not going to go through all of the changes or progress that we've done so far up to this point. So I could do elaborate more points later on in the future devlog. Before I introduce the game concept of our game, I want to go through our team roles here. This is a team of 4, including me. I am the lead animator, responsible for all the game animations you see in the game, and lead marketing, as we plan to publish this game in the future. This is also the reason why I'm doing this devlog series right now. Next is Isabel, or you can call her Izzy, is our lead artist and vision holder of Red-Handed. All the other work in the game is done by her, and she's responsible for leading this project in the right direction. Next up, Bailey is our lead programmer and assisting in level design. Whenever she's ready for art assets to be placed in the game, then Bailey comes in to model out the rooms and applies her art textures into the scene. And then finally, we got Guripol, or Guri. He is the secondary programmer and technical designer. Him and Bailey work together to program the game systems and other backend stuff. He's also very committed to this project. Maybe a bit too committed, to be honest. In this game, you play as a rogue detective solving a murder at a mysterious mansion. You can explore through the different crime scenes, investigate suspicious items, and interrogate the suspects to catch the killer red-handed. I'm really sorry, it's in the title for God's sake. The game will feature a branching storyline with different endings depending on your reputation. The system is affected by your actions towards the many people you encounter, and a favorable reputation will give you more access to information that will help you figure out the correct suspect. The game will also feature a pocket watch that travels you back to the past. And yes, you can visit the sign before the crime happened, so you can use available information to pinpoint the murderer. We took inspiration from Friend Bo, a psychological horror game, Disco Elysium, which focuses on dialogue-heavy gameplay, and Ace Attorney, which you probably know by now. Oh god, it's raining too. Alright. We will release this game on PC, itch.io. No release date yet, but we are actively developing this game. We were considering releasing this on tablets, but considering the way the project is going right now, unfortunately, we don't think we will support the tablet platform. So I'm really sorry about that. Okay, right, so camera change, and now you can see a very early build of our game, and I just have to go because not only my camera down there is getting low on battery, I shouldn't have charged it, but also it just started raining out there. It just did, so I had to go out there and get the clothes back in. But it doesn't matter because I'm about to show you gameplay anyway. So please keep in mind this is very early in development, and obviously not everything you see will be in the final game. This is very early in development, but I'm still excited to show you what we have so far. Right now, we are focusing on getting the back-end systems all responsive. So like the narrative engine, the player controller, the art assets are progressively being drawn. Izzy is working pretty much full time on the art assets right now. So maybe in about 1 or 2 weeks, we'll see this room you see right here, all textured, ready to go. But this is what we have so far. So this is an isometric game. This is a very isometric perspective here. It's a bit of a challenge getting this isometric perspective in, because one, we have to use Unity 3D. We thought we can do isometric perspective in Unity 2D, but apparently that's not how it works, because the way isometric works is that the camera is placed in such a way that you get this this angle right here in a 3D space. So now we have to model all the rooms in Blender, just the geometry at least, and then easy can go in and basically paint the entire room with our art skills. This is meant to be the living room, the main room that you spawn in, and I know there's two different there's two rooms in this build here. You go here. This is meant to be a door, but it will be textured soon. Meant to be a door here. You go into the kitchen, and then if you go all the way down here, this room will lead you to the bedroom. I should probably say there'll be some spoilers in this game, on this devlog at least. But the narrative, we're not focusing on the narrative just yet. We're more of just getting the foundation set up. So, and we are planning the narrative right now as we speak, actually. So, hopefully the narrative will be coming soon. We're using, speaking of narrative, actually, we're using Yarn Spinner as a narrative engine, and as it will help us just write the narrative way more streamlined, more easier to do. We just focus on other things first, and then we can actually control events using Yarn Spinner. So hoping to see that implemented soon. We don't have it, but it's not really completed just yet. There's still a few things that we need to implement, but it's very close. It's very close. Like say for this very weird textured cube right here. Hey, welcome to the living room. It's a bit bland at the moment. We're renovating. The kitchen is just there on the left. And there's probably some more text I skipped, but that doesn't matter. Now, this is a bug that when talking to this cube, or actually anyone really, you're not meant to interact with anything, because you're talking to the character, or in this case an object. So that's clearly a bug. We're gonna have to iron that out. I'm gonna also the team is already aware of this at the moment. The animations are done by me, as I said. I'm not going to go too much into this animation because I don't think I have enough time to do it, and plus I want to leave a dedicated devlog for my animation process. But I will say right now, spline animation is something I'm not used to. Okay, I'm more used to frame animations. With back in the days of Adobe Flash, for example, I'm used to that. In fact, I previously worked on a game where I did stickman animation for a 2D platformer, and it was really good. The animations were really fluid. The project is unfortunately abandoned right now due to some circumstances, but I am used to frame animations. Spline animations is a bit of a learning curve because the same animation principles still apply, but this is not where you do it frame by frame as I'm used to. I'm used to doing like in between frames. Now, all the poses are done automatically. Like you do like pose 1 and then pose 2, and they're all twined together, and then that's not what I'm used to. It's not what I'm used to, but it's a good learning curve. It's a good learning experience, and so far I think it's looking really good. I really like the way I animated this, but that's up to your opinion here. There's idle animations for this character only. There's a walk animation, and pretty soon we will have a double click interaction where if you double click on the space, you can move more faster, or just jog to the location, because you don't want the character to just slowly walk to a location. It's really slow, so that will come soon. I got that already animated. It's just up to Bailey and Guri to implement that in. Which room should we go to? Should we go to the kitchen? Actually, no, I'll talk about this first. So, you probably see these two buttons up there, and thank God I moved my webcam down. This is the journal. Not much at the moment. There's not much. The UI is not our focus right now, but the journal is meant to be a place where you can collect all your notes, all the stuff you found, all the items you discovered, and then compile them all into one list. So when you're getting some ideas, when you want to review all the evidence you gathered, you can open the journal here and then review all the stuff you gathered, and then you can decide who's sus or not. I can't believe I said that. I'm not gonna edit that out. And then there's this pocket watch. There's not much. The living room doesn't have a room, because the pocket watch is meant to be a mechanic where you travel back to the past. So you saw back there, there's nothing there. But that's because there's no room drawn up for the past version, so that's why it's blank. But what we do have, and let me get rid of this text box. Let's go to the kitchen. It's all fully drawn out except for this cube here. That'll be later. And we got our first NPC here. I have yet to animate her yet. I'm waiting for Izzy to give me all the sprite sheets and the limbs, so I can animate them together within Unity. I'm waiting for her to do that. So for now, I've only animated the main character. Anyways, the pocket watch. Back to the pocket watch. You click on this, and you travel back to the past. And you see some stuff here have changed too. This is meant to be a way of think of if you remember Frambo with the pills mechanic thing, where you get a trip back to the past, literally, and you experience some weird ass things. You get more information by taking drugs, but in this case, a pocket watch simply travels you back in time, and then things change, and you can gather stuff, and then that will be added to the journal too. So, we really hope that this mechanic will develop more on this mechanic. And like I said, this is very early in development, so. So I know this is probably either Guri or Bailey that wrote this. They're still trying to implement the yarn spin in. It's close. This is just placeholder text right now. But what I can confirm is that Guri coded in all the text effects you see here, where the text animates in. That's done by him. And I gotta say, that gives the dialogue more personality. And I know that when we're writing dialogue, we can make certain words be emphasized, like a certain word shaking. So more emphasis on dialogue, and we really hope to see that more in the future. Alright, let's go to the bedroom. This is also painted too. I can't remember how long Izzy took it. I definitely know that she stayed up all night doing all the textures and stuff. She's really dedicated to art, and I can really tell here, Jesus. And then over here we got our second NPC. It's meant to be the butler. Again, not animated. I'm waiting for her to give me the sprite sheet. But for now, She's just standing there. I think we can talk to him. Yep. Oh, meant to be a sphere, but it's just placeholder for now. And then you can have different choices. Again, you're not meant to interact. You're not meant to be moving around as you're talking. The team knows that. You can talk to this cube here. A chunk of bit-sized cheese. Delicious. Huh. It seems to resemble a talking cube out in the living room. Must be a coincidence. I might as well write it down to my journal anyway. Yeah, so like, you can gather evidence and then there will be noted down to your journal for future reference. So, that doesn't seem like much. It doesn't seem like much in this build, but I'll stress it again. Very early in development, we're just getting all the back-end systems all in. I've got anything else to say? Anything else to say first? That's pretty much what else I have to say for this. That's pretty much everything I have to say for this build. What I can talk to you about is the structure of this devlog in the future, and I can tell you what we're planning to do next. So, I'm following this devlog series will be following through milestones. We have milestones set up over the course of the development, and we're aiming to be agile with this and meet those milestone goals. So in this milestone, we're just focusing on backend systems right now. So like getting yarn spinner set up, the reputation system, which I haven't mentioned yet, I just realized. The dialogue effects working. The art assets is done as time goes, but that's easy just working, being dedicated to this project. Yeah, I should say the reputation system is where is affected by your actions towards the NPCs as you talk to them. So I did say before, favorable reputation will give you access to more information because the characters will like you. So if you have a low reputation, then they'll dislike you and maybe not give you much information as you have gotten. Anyways, the devlog series planned to be short. I'm hoping this devlog will be around 10 minutes. I can see my recordings down to 14 minutes, so maybe that's going to be extended for this video. I mean, I am introducing the game concept and our team in the first devlog, so I can give this first video an exception. But in future devlogs, I want to keep the devlog short, so I can quickly record the devlogs and then move on to my development tasks. The next milestone is getting more of the art getting this living room set up. We also hope to complete the yarn spinner, the narrative engine, and the back-end stuff, the game systems, all working by the end of that milestone. And I have to animate these two NPCs that you saw previously. I have to do those, but maybe not because there's too much art. Like this living room it's blank at the moment, and Easy might be too busy doing all the bright sprite sheets for me to animate. She has to do this room first. So if it doesn't concern her workload at the moment, then I'm perfectly fine with me not animating the characters yet. And I think I got everything. Okay, I think that is the end of this devlog. Just to recap, I've introduced you the game concept of this game, the team behind Red Handed. I'm the lead animator and lead marketing on this game, And this build is still early in development, but we are actively developing this in very agile, and we hope to complete these milestones task by the end of it. So for that, I'm afraid that's all the time I have for. If you want to stay posted on this game's progress, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave feedback in the comments below. We really do appreciate, especially at this stage of development. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.